You have to stop being Mr. Nice Guy all of the time. You cannot be just the one who's there for everyone all of the time. You need to have some self-respect. You have to respect yourself as a man. You need to respect your time, value your energy. Because when you're just the nice guy all the time, you will get trampled by society. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go and be dickheads. I'm not telling you guys to go and just alienate everyone and yeah, I'm the man and rah, and not get along with anyone socially. I'm not telling you to do that. That's stupid. Do not do that. Do not be the guy who no one wants at parties. Do not be the guy who no one wants to hang around with because he's always moaning about something. You always make communication and social skills difficult. Do not be that person. What I'm saying is you have to respect yourself. Do not be the one who's there for people all the time. Do not be the one who puts other people, but always neglects yourself and your own mission and your own needs in favor of doing something for someone else. If you have a word, if you say something and someone disagrees with you, if you say something and someone thinks you're a moron, never go back on it. Mean what you say and say what you mean at all times. This is what it means to not be the nice guy. It's not being toxic. It's not being the school bully. But it's having respect for yourself. It's setting boundaries. It's not being there for people whenever they need you. Yes, I'll go to you because you will get trampled on. I know this because I was this person. I know this because I knew these people. I hung around with these people. I've seen it in my own eyes. People just get used, manipulated, because they play the nice guy role. They play the role of someone who's always there for people. Anytime anyone wants you, you're there. Anytime anyone asks you for something, you do it. Because you're afraid. I'm not condemning you. I was this person too. If someone asked me to do something, even if I didn't want to do it, I'd do it because, oh, I might get shouted at if I don't do it. And I just tolerated it more and more. I was more tolerant with it. And I just lost my masculinity. I lost respect for myself. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel like I had a backbone and a spine. Because I was just doing things that people wanted me to do because I saw them as authority. I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to annoy the teacher. I didn't want to annoy that friend group, someone in that friend group. So I just complied all of the time because I was afraid. But I changed, not because I'm a moron, not because I'm now some toxic, no, some toxic guy who doesn't get along with people. Anyone who knows me will know I get along with people. I'm respectful with people. I'm polite with people. But I do not tolerate disrespect. I don't tolerate people abusing my time, people trying to use my energy, people trying to manipulate me. I do not accept that, nor do I tolerate it whatsoever. I am not afraid of stepping out of a room if something doesn't align with me. A lot of people don't have that position. Well, you don't like my views? No worries. You're not going to value my input? No worries. You're not willing to work with me? No worries. A lot of people can't afford to do that. But that's because I've developed into the guy who's not the nice guy. I'm polite. I'm loving. I love and respect everyone because we're all made in the image of God. But you won't catch me just bending over backwards for people anymore. Because it doesn't benefit you guys. You need to respect yourself. You can't be the nice guy. Because the nice guy will get used over and over and over again. And the more you tolerate it and the longer you tolerate it, the harder it is to get out. Because you've set that pattern. You've set that standard now. You've set the standard of someone who is always available 24/7. Anytime someone needs you, you're there for them. I used to be this person. And my old job, I mean, I liked it there. I love the people there. But the amount of times I'd clock out of my job, I'm ready to go home, I'm in the staff room, ready to leave. And someone comes through. Kian, this job needs doing. Will you do it for us? And I'd say like with my little bit of courage, my little bit of bravery, I'd say, well, no, I've clocked out, I'm going home. And then the second they said, oh, please, Kian, it needs to go out today. I'd just bend over backwards. I'd clock back in for my 20 to 30 minute job, and I'd do the job, and then I'd go home. Alright, you might be thinking, yeah, that's not that big of a deal one day. There's only one job, right? No, this happened nearly every day from that point onwards. Because I set that tone. I set that standard. I was there all of the time available when they needed me. And they knew. Because I was nice, they knew I'd do it. They knew I didn't have the courage to say no. And the only time I did have the courage to say no is when I got shouted at for it. And then again, because I got shouted at for it, I didn't want to disappoint them again. I didn't want to offend them again. The next time they asked me, I did it again. Straight back into that loop. Over and over and over again. I was manipulated and abused for this. They abused my time. They had no respect for my time because I didn't respect myself. And when you don't respect yourself, how is other people going to respect you? You have to value and respect your time, your energy, your priorities. You have to take care of these things yourself because other people aren't going to do it. Other people don't do it regardless. Never mind if you don't do it yourself. That makes it twice as bad. People are going to see that and think, look at this absolute melt. He's going to do everything I'd ask him to do, innit? Because you don't respect yourself. Which is why I teach this kind of stuff, which is why I tell you and I teach people, my clients who I work with, the young men that I have transformed in their lives by the day. These young men I work with, I teach them to have respect for themselves, to focus on something productive, to do something that's meaningful, to get in the fight gym, to get in the gym, to set some boundaries, and to set some priorities in life where they're doing something productive. Because when they're doing something productive, when they're working on something, a business, their faith, their fitness, they have a goal. And they say, I said to them, guys, when you focus on this, that's it. That's your priority. Anyone who's wanting to come and waste your time that's outside of the gym or outside of their business, say no. And it helps them become a lot more confident. They've gone from walkovers in society, doormats of the school classroom, doormats of the workplace, doormats of their family, doormats of their friend group, to people who stand up for themselves. They don't tolerate weakness anymore within themselves. They don't tolerate disrespect from other people anymore because they have boundaries and they respect themselves. If this is you, if you feel like the doormat in your school group, if you feel like the doormat and people are walking all over you and they're taking advantage of you and they're using you for their own mission and you're neglecting your own sort of priorities, neglecting what you want to do in favour of just being kind, being nice and doing what everyone else wants you to do all the time, you need to fix it. And luckily for you, I'm here to do it for you today. If this is something you struggle with, subscribe to this channel for more because I go over leadership, confidence, courage and all this kind of good stuff every single day on this channel. But if you want more tailored mentoring, if you want a 2-hour transformational call where I go over all of these things and I help you outline where you're going wrong and how you're tolerating this stuff and how to get out of it, click my Instagram link in the bio in the description below and book a call with me on my link tree. You'll see it on my Instagram. God bless.